friends, welcome back to our read aloud of Junie B. Jones' First Grader at Last by Barbara Park. All right, so friends, when we left off Junie B. Jones yesterday, she had started talking to some of the people that sat around her until Mr. Scary gave out an assignment. And that assignment was too hard for Junie B. Jones, and so she started asking friends what they were doing, and May tattletaled on her. Let's see what happens now in Chapter 4 after all of that happened. Chapter 4, Clucks. We drew and drew in our journals. Mr. Scary waited until all of us were done. Then he walked around the room and he looked at everyone's pictures. He gave out shiny gold stars. First he gave stars to Camille and Chenille. "What great looking dogs you drew, girls," he said. "Look at those floppy ears." Lucille raised her hand. "Look at mine, teacher," she said. "I drew a cat with pointy ears, see? My rich Nana has expensive cats just like this. Its fur is a foot thick almost." Mr. Scary looked real strange at her. "Really, Lucille? A whole foot of fur?" he said. My. He gave her a gold star and moved on. He went to a boy named Roger. Roger was in my same class last year. "Excellent job, Roger," Mr. Scary said. "You drew a man wearing a coat, and the words man and coat were both on the board, weren't they?" I did a little frown, because none of those words were actually sounding familiar. After that, Mr. Scary walked to Sheldon and Shirley. "Cool bat and ball, Sheldon," he said. "And Shirley, you drew a bat and ball too, didn't you?" I put my head in my desk, because something was very wrong here. Finally, Mr. Scary got to May. "Oh, May," he said, "what a special clock you drew. The big hand has 5 fingers, and that is very unusual." "Yeah," said May, "I created it myself. Plus, clock was the hardest word up there, wasn't it, Mr. Scary? I'm the only one who even knew the word clock, I bet." Just then my stomach felt sickish inside, and I quietly closed my journal and put it in my desk. Mr. Scary saw me. "Junie B," he said, "don't you want to show me your drawing? Don't you want a gold star for today?" I shook my head real fast. "Nope, no thank you, no I don't," I said. "Not today, I really don't care for a gold star today, but thank you for asking." Mr. Scary kept on standing there. "The end," I said. He did not budge. "Please move along," I said. Finally, Mr. Scary bent down next to me. He lowered his voice so no one could hear. "I'm sorry, Junie B, but I'd really like to see what you drew," he said. "I need to make sure that you understood the assignment." Then, before I knew it, he took my journal out of my desk and he gave it to me to hold. After that, he walked me into the hall and he let me show him my drawing in private. And guess what? He liked it, I think. "Oh, wow, look at that, Junie B," he said. "You drew a wonderful picture of he kept on looking. A screaming chicken," I said finally. Mr. Scary did a strange face. "Yes, right," he said. "It's a screaming chicken," I said again. I pointed to the chicken's mouth. "See how it's screaming? Cluck, cluck, cluck." I used capital letters for screaming, correct? "Well, yes, I suppose so," said Mr. Scary. "But the thing is, Junie B, the word cluck wasn't on the board today." "I know it," I said. "The word on the board was clock. Only I didn't read all the letters right, I guess, because I accidentally thought it was cluck." I tapped on my chin. "What I actually wanted to draw was the bull," I said. "I really like the sound of that one, but I didn't know how to get started exactly, so I went with the cluck idea." Mr. Scary looked confused at me. "The bull?" he asked. I smiled, kind of embarrassed. "Well, yeah, I guess I read those words wrong too," I said. "They turned out to be bat and ball." Mr. Scary frowned. He said. "What about the other words on the board, Junie B? Do you remember how you read some of the other ones? How about dog and cat, or coat and goat?" I thought back. Then I made my voice real quiet. "Doug and cotton, coot and ute," I said. Mr. Scary nodded his head, and he patted my hand very nice, and he gave me back my journal, and we walked back to room 1. Oh no, friends, Junie B read those words wrong. I wonder why. I'm hoping that chapter 5 will tell us about that, and we are going to read chapter 5 next week on Monday, since tomorrow is the STEAM day. So friends, I hope that you have enjoyed our Junie B. Jones chapters this week, and I will see you on Monday when we get to find out what happens and why Junie B. read all of those words wrong. See you later.